Hi guys, my name is Eza and welcome back to my channel. So I am back again with another book review, and this time it is on The Majesties by Tiffany Sao. Again, like I always say, I'm not good with relaying synopsis from my head because I tend to go on and on about it. So let's just read it from the back. Gwendolyn and Estella have always been as close as sisters can be. Growing up in a wealthy, eminent, and sometimes deceitful family, they've relied on each other for support and confidence. But now Gwendolyn is lying in a coma, the sole survivor of Estella's poisoning of their whole clan. As Gwendolyn struggles to regain consciousness, she desperately retraces her memories, trying to uncover the moment that had led to this shocking and brutal act. Was it their aunt's mysterious death at sea, Estella's unhappy marriage to a dangerously brutish man? Or were the shifting loyalties and unspoken resentments and the heart of their opulent world too much to bear? Can Gwendolyn at last confront the carefully buried mysteries in their family's past and the truth about who she and her sister really are? Traveling from the luxurious world of the rich and powerful in Indonesia to the most spectacular shows at Paris Fashion Week, from the sunny coasts of California to the melting pot of Melbourne's university scene. The Majesties is a haunting and deeply evocative novel about the dark secrets that can build a family empire and also bring it crashing down. Okay, let's get on to the review. Overall, I quite enjoyed this book. There are a few things that I felt a bit off about it, hence why I give this book a rating of 3 out of 5, and so let me just explain why. One of the things that I felt off about it was actually the writing. The writing, I genuinely feel, was a bit disjointed. I wasn't sure if it was on purpose because we are seeing or reading this book through the point of view of Gwendolyn, who is in a coma and perhaps have brain injury. So it might, because we're seeing this in her mind, and then she's in a coma, it might affect the flow of the story because some of it, the book is not linear, by the way. It's like how a friend tells you a story, like it goes on different tangents. But the thing that I mostly find annoying, because it truly took me out of the story and my immersion of the story, is because some parts of it, like for example when Gwendolyn was talking about bagatelle, I had no idea what it is. That bagatelle scene at page 34, see, I actually remember the page. Page 34 still confused me. Like, what is bagatelle? I mean, eventually I found out about it, as I read the book. But the first few pages after I read bagatelle, I had no idea what it was. And it just annoyed me to no end because I was thinking, what is it? Is it like a rat? Is it like some science pseudo experiment? Like, what's going on? Something about a moth, something about foxes, and then something about a harem. Is it like spores or like mold? What is it? Is it like a fashion thing? I have no idea what's going on. And because I couldn't figure out what it was, it completely took me out of the story. Like, I was truly enjoying it. I was like, okay, cool. It's a bit not really my cup of tea, this story, but I'm enjoying it so far. But then the moment it reached the page 34, up until like page 100 and so on, I just couldn't stop thinking, like, what is this bagatelle? Why is it out of nowhere Gwendolyn talking about her bagatelle and then suddenly there's like bugs in it? Like, I don't understand the correlation at that moment in time. As I read it, like I said, it was explained more. But that page 34 to God knows how many more pages, it just broke my immersion, basically. And the last thing, actually, not pretty much is the last thing, is I didn't like the ending. It's one of my pet peeves, the ending. This is not going to spoil it. This is the non-spoiler part of the review. I didn't like the ending. It's one of my pet peeves. But I also could see, like, the author might not have any other alternative except to choose this ending. So, to each their own. I didn't like it. And do I want you guys to read it? Do I suggest you guys to read it? Yes, definitely. It is still a good read. If you like these types of family drama type of books, then by all means. And also, I have to say, the reason why I chose this book from the library is because the cover is gorgeous. If you see it, like if you actually see the hard copy, it's just so beautiful because you can't feel the texture of it, but you can see the texture of the painting, and I'm like, whoa, you know. So yeah, basically I gave it a 3 out of 5 due to the disjointed writing, which may or may not be purposeful, as well as the ending that had one of my pet peeves. And let's go to the spoiler review. Okay, the spoiler review is, one last warning, this is the spoiler review. You do not want to be spoiled, don't watch this. Okay, going to the spoiler review. You are telling me everything that happened in this book was just a figment of her imagination? Gwendolyn doesn't even exist? Gwendolyn is her imagination, Estella's imagination? Are you kidding me? I went through all that pain trying to figure out Bagatelle and what the hell it was. Was it a bug? Was it a moth? Was it, I don't know, was it some kind of pseudoscience experiment? What the fuck was it? And you're telling me all those shit didn't even exist? Are you fucking serious? And then you're telling me that Estella felt so guilty over the corruption of her family and the Indonesian government because, you know, her family was bribing them and whatever. She decides to murder her whole family because she just couldn't handle that they're all corrupt. Like, bitch, couldn't you find another way? You had to kill everybody? I don't understand. Why? You couldn't, like, be the whistleblower or something? You couldn't just, like, emigrate? Couldn't you just use your money for the betterment of the Indonesian society? There's so many things you can do, but you decide to kill everybody? Like, okay, it saves your family from corruption, as they say, but there's still other rich families. There are other tycoons in Indonesia that continues this bribery and the corruption of everybody. Like, where does it get you? What does it get you? I mean, like, you tell me all you're doing is just leaving a vacuum for other people to fill it in, because now who's gonna get all the assets of her family? Everybody's dead. It's just, the ending was just so stupid to me. Are you kidding me? She killed everybody? Like, she couldn't find a way to fix it? She couldn't find a way to do something else? She had to just Anakin Skywalker everything and just kill even the babies? And to make it worse, it was all in her head. Not the killing. Everything else between her and her sister. I'm like, girl, do you have DID or something? Dissociative identity disorder? I just feel like Estella is so fucking privileged, you know? She's just too privileged that she's just like, oh, you know what? Every other life doesn't mean much to me. I gotta save everybody from corruption. Let's just kill them all. I'm just like, what? Like, why? Why would you want to kill everybody? I'm just so confused. And then, like, again, I said she's too privileged, and I feel that she's too, like, sheltered, because how can you not know that your family is doing, like, corrupt shit? I feel like that's the game, you know, when you go into this billions type of business. Not, like, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Nobody gets to be a billionaire or a goddamn cajillionaire from being nice, you know? Life isn't fair. Life is shit. And Jesus, man. The ending, though, I just can't let go of the ending. Why did she kill everybody? And it was all in her mind? So yes, that is my review. 3 out of 5. Enjoyed it, but didn't like the disjointed writing, as well as the ending. God, that ending. Okay, bye guys.